Hello everybody, this is Alessandra. Welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen. The summer fresh vegetables, I cannot get enough. Before you know it, it's gonna be winter time. So, first of all, I wanna thank my wonderful neighbors, Lena and Mark, for dropping. Look at these amazing tomatoes. Look at this, the gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. But guess what, the recipe's not tomatoes. Thank you to them, but what we're going to be making today is Polpette di melanzane. And what is that? Meatless meatballs with eggplant, with the flesh of the eggplant replaces the meat. They're a summer meal, delicious just fried or with a salad or with a light tomato sauce. So let's get started right away with the ingredients, okay? Right here, we're gonna have 3 eggplants, or about 3 pounds, or about a pound each. I'll leave all the measurements in the description. And you could, oh, by the way, you could print out all my recipes at www.alessandrasfoodislove.com, because I know a lot of people don't have time to watch the video, and if they do, they want to print the recipe. So I always forget to mention that, and I just remember today. Okay, so we have the eggplants. We have 2 eggs, 2 cloves of garlic, a cup of Pecorino Romano, salt, pepper, fresh parsley, fresh basil, and right here, I did weigh the bread. I will put it in the recipe. It's day-old bread. It's not completely hard, but it's not soft from today. So let's get started. When you buy your eggplants, make sure that the tops are nice and green. So that means they were just probably picked a day or so before, okay? So I rinse the eggplants. What I'm going to do is just cut the top off, okay, like this. Now, cut them in half. And we're going to cube them because we'll be boiling the eggplant flesh, okay? So here we go. Try to make same size cubes. So while you're doing this, get a pot of water on and get that started, because the eggplant will, look how beautiful they are, no seeds at all. Look at this, lucky, and I lucky. Makes a difference, okay. Okay, let's get that in. All right, so I'm gonna finish cutting them and then meet me by the stove and we'll get them boiled. Keep the flame on high so you non si perde il bollore. It doesn't stop boiling. They'll be boiling for 7-8 minutes. Mine are ready. Now, you gotta see that they're cooked. They gotta be soft, the skin too. So I'm ready to remove them. I'm going to place them in the colander so it drains all the water. Now, depending on the size of the chunks you make them, it might take you a little longer or a little less to get them cooked through. Mine are all cooked through. I'm going to continue with the next batch, and you want them completely cool before you proceed to the next step. Meet me back in a little bit. Squeeze down on the eggplants because you want to get as much water out as possible, okay? I also like to do it with my hand like this. Now, don't forget, by adding the stale bread, that's going to soak up some of the moisture. We're not going to put the bread in water or milk or anything because the eggplants are very wet. So let me continue with this. What I want to show you also while I do that is that I've removed some of the crust of the bread just because it's a rustic piece and I want it to be soft, so you don't want all that extra crust inside. So I'm going to go ahead and cube it just like this in little pieces. Removed all the water from whatever I could out of the eggplant. Now we're going to do this to make it really easy. I have a food processor here, and I'm going to add my, I have parsley, basil, and 2 cloves of the garlic. Put it in, and I'm gonna add some of the bread to get it all chopped up nicely. it looks perfect. Okay, now let's add this in. The eggs, the Pecorino Romano, and be generous with that because that gives it a lot of flavor. Sea salt and the black pepper. Now, before you start mixing this up, get your oil on in a frying pan. I use a vegetable oil, and so I'll roll them and fry them simultaneously to save some time. Now, time to mix it all. Also, for the viewers that don't like to, you could take the skin off. I like the skin on because this is my nonna made it, so kind of food brings back a lot of memories. If you find that the mixture is still a little wet, feel free to add a little bit of breadcrumbs to soak up the moisture. Cheese is also another great way to soak up the moisture, but be careful with that because it could become a little salty. Okay, now I like to make the meatballs not so round, more oblong like this. Okay, then you roll them right into the breadcrumbs, and now they're ready to be fried. Okay, let me just get them all made, and we'll fry them up together. Yeah, the oil's ready. Here goes the first one. Gently place them in. Once they're golden, just turn them and let it cook on the other side. Look, they're perfect. Look at this color. This is exactly how they need to be. See, I love when the little pieces of the skin stick out. I just love that. Almost done frying. Take a look how beautiful they look. Okay, now you're gonna say 3 pounds of eggplant, that's all you got? No, we ate them. They were delicious, absolutely. Come si dice a Napoli, frienne mangiana. Can you go down, please, mister? I think I better move this further in. Anyway, even the dogs are excited. They smell and they taste fabulous. I'm gonna open one with you. Before I do that, please subscribe, hit the bell button. Lots of recipes coming up that I wanna be sharing with you. Grazie, arrivederci, alla prossima. Ecco qua, apriamone una. Look at this, my dear. Look at that.